Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar. All right, traders, we're back from the 3-day holiday weekend, thank goodness. As you know, we don't trade on Tuesday, or we don't trade the day after we get back from a 3-day weekend. So Monday we were closed, Tuesday we didn't trade. We left you off with a video on August 27th, and we told you to watch out for reversals. For you traders that are unaware of what happens, almost always if we have a 3-day holiday weekend here in the United States, that means markets are either closed on Friday and we're off Saturday, Sunday, or markets are closed on Monday, making it a 3-day weekend. Markets tend to go nuts and have reversals. In the last video, I had 3 charts before your eyes. I had dollar index, I held up the euro currency, and I held up soybeans, and I mentioned likely those will have some sort of strange movement leading into the holidays. However, we don't recommend trading any of them. As it turned out, soybeans did drop a little. Dollar and euro currency went nowhere. It's not even worth putting up the charts to show you. However, what did happen on Tuesday was, oh my goodness, these markets went absolutely crazy. S&P had a 32-point range, started higher, went up above 1302 to 1303.5, and then got cracked all the way down to the 1271 mark. The NASDAQ, listen to this range, it started out on the upside, it got up to 1915.5 and broke to 1844. Traders, that's a 61.5-point range. The euro or the ER2, 755.90 down to 730. Are you kidding me? In a market that little, a 26-point range. Gold, the $30 range, started higher and plummeted. Silver, almost $1 move. Currencies had hundreds of points of ranges today, up and then down. Crude oil. Crude oil had the largest day it's ever had in recorded history. Crude oil. If you don't think staying out of these markets the day after a holiday is good advice, I hope you're a really good trader. Because my opinion is a whole bunch of you stock guys out there that are new to trading commodities went in there on Tuesday fighting away, and you guys have no idea what you're in for, because commodities are not stocks. And these markets are like wild broncos. And I'm assuming from the chart action that I've seen and the market price movement on Tuesday, there's a whole lot of newcomers that were in these markets that just don't know better. So for you traders out there that heeded my warning and didn't trade, I'm so glad to hear that. I assure you, there's been a lot of blood in the streets on Tuesday. How about a good bloodletting, you stock guys? I know how it feels, and I'm sure a lot of you got hurt trying to play in our commodities arena. Be careful. The day to not play, for sure, is the day after a 3-day holiday weekend. You sit back, you let the markets go crazy, and when they finally get back some equilibrium, then you jump in. So that was my lesson on the last video, and it really did hold well, traders. No joke. If you got it wrong this time around, the next time I do one of these videos when it's coming to a 3-day holiday weekend, heed my warning and just back off, traders. After ranges I just told you like that on a Tuesday, how could anybody, or how could the majority have made money in those ranges? They were up and down way too far, way too fast. Lots of stops got ran, I would assure you. Now, what did happen? For us guys that stepped off to the side and allowed these markets to do what they had to do, as it turns out, outside reversal days were put in all of the major U.S. indice markets. Outside reversals, traders, they look like this. You have a day like, let's say, an outside reversal could be Monday to Tuesday, could be any day. Let's call this Monday. Monday, you had a very small range, or you had a range where you had a high and then a low. On Tuesday, a market opens, runs up, puts in a much higher high than the previous day's high, turns around, cracks, puts in a lower low than the previous day's low, and then settles lower than the previous day's low. That is an outside reversal. That happened in many markets that were just starting to move up a little bit. Last week, leading into the holiday, they reversed and cracked. And many other markets that were heading down reversed and went up US dollar being one of them, although it really wasn't heading down last week. It never even had a chance to go down. But big up day in dollar index. So now that we have outside reversals, we have a video planned for September 3rd, 2008 on Wednesday. And there is a red Omni here, traders. A red Omni right here. I'm going to bring it in and show it to you because we're expecting this red Omni to happen tomorrow on Wednesday. Downside we're looking for in the Emini S&P. But before we give you the numbers and how we're going to play it, we'd like to take you into a couple of charts here, traders. Let's go look at a few charts. I want to show you what an outside reversal is up close. I want to show you what usually happens after an outside reversal day is put in, and then we'll take a look at the numbers for tomorrow. Stick with me, traders. Okay, traders, an outside reversal day has occurred in all major U.S. stock indices on Tuesday. This is an outside reversal. The small day, the next day you trade up, the market puts in a higher high, then breaks down, puts in a lower low, and settles below the previous day's low. That is an outside reversal day down. We had that in the major indices. Now let's take a look. We have one right here. This is the S&P September daily bar. We have an outside day here. The day before it on Friday was much smaller. We rallied up, put in a higher high, dropped, put in a lower low, and then settled below Friday's low. Well, what happened the last time we had an outside reversal? Here you have a small day and a big outside reversal to the downside, and look what happens third day. You get a crack down here. The one before that, we had an upward reversal towards the outside, and you have a small day here, a larger day here, and look what happens the third day, a nice rally. Same thing back here. You had an outside day up, and then a nice fat rally takes place the next day. So this happens in the S&P quite often. If you have a small day followed by a much greater day in the settlement outside of that small day's range, likelihood is you're going to get more downside the next day. That's the S&P chart. Let's look at a couple of more indice charts here just to make sure that we have this right. Okay, traders, you're looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average daily bar, and once again, you can see the outside reversal here as you had a small day, a larger day, settles at the highs, and look at the run-up you get on day 3. Day 1, small day. Day 2, a much larger day, takes out the lows, takes out the highs, settles above the highs, and the next day, a fat rally. Well, here we are right now, traders. Friday was this little day. Tuesday was this big day. Monday we were closed, and we now expect on Wednesday for us to drop. That's what should happen. You've seen it on the S&P, and now you're seeing it here happen in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Let's go look at one more chart now just to make sure that we are doing our homework properly and that it does happen in many of the major indice markets. Okay, traders, the theme here is outside reversal days and what they mean. If you look now, the ER2 or the E-mini Russell, this is a daily bar for the September market. We've backdated this a little bit. Back in June, we had an outside day down, very much like the one we're looking at today. We had one day with the range. The next day, we had a higher high, a lower low, and then the third day, we had a drop. Looking back here in May, you have a small day, then you have an outside day, and then a big rally. Same thing happens here, traders. Look at this, a small day, then a big outside day, and the next day, the big rally. Now, if you have outside reversals that look like this and settle up here, it should give you an upward bias for the next day. If you have an outside reversal that looks like this and settles down here, it should give you a downward bias. We are day traders. This is what we do here at the Omni Trading Academy. That would have given you a nice day trade. This would have given you a nice day trade. This would have given you a nice day trade. Why not the one we're looking at right now? Maybe this will give us a nice day trade for tomorrow. Do your homework, traders. Make sure you see this on your charts for yourselves. Then take a look at that, do your homework, make sure your indicators line up, and tell me if you don't see the same sort of action on your charts. So, you've seen the charts, traders. Outside reversals, they do work. They work well. nothing works 100% of the time, as you might expect, but outside reversals tend to work very well. Keep your eye on the indice markets for some downward movement tomorrow. Traders, we do have a trade lined up to capture that, but I'd like to make an announcement for you premium and VIP room members. Premium members, we got something big. Big. You ready? Many of you have asked us at this site for some sort of audio visual alerts. Not only do you want the audio emails to come out where you get the, of course, if you have a notifier, your email will say, hey, you've got mail. You take a look at that and you realize we sent the flash update. And at the site, we have scrolling flash updates that update immediately. But to get your attention for those traders that aren't staring at the screen every moment, we've instituted something new as of this evening. They are audio pop-up alerts, traders. If you are a premium room member or a VIP member, if we do a flash update, you will get a pop-up window right on your screen with some dinging sounds and the actual Omni flash update right there in the text, traders. It couldn't get any easier than that. Guys, thank you so much for the work you put in on that. Much appreciated. You Omniacs at the site, please thank my team for what they've done. It's a real help for you traders. At least now, if you fall asleep at night, you cranky speakers, if I send the flash update out at 3 a.m., you'll hear it and you'll know what we're doing. If during the day you're busy working on something else at work or looking out the window or whatever it is you do, you'll hear the flash update, you'll see the audio alert, you'll hear the audio, you'll see the pop-up alert, and you'll know what we're doing. So again, guys, thank you. All right. Traders, make sure tomorrow morning you come to the premium room and just ask us how to set those alerts. It's very simple. You go to your profile, you set up the alerts, and you'll be done like that. All right, traders, let's go forward here. Now that we have stepped aside, let the markets go nuts and set something up for us, we think we got a trade lined up for Wednesday, September 3rd, 2008, and that is a red Omni in both S&P and NASDAQ. For the S&P, the S&P Emini, the ESU8, we are looking to sell in the mid to high 1280s. We are trading 1275.5 right now, traders. Get your orders in after you've done some homework on this trade. We're selling the mid to high 1280s. Put your stop in a sensible place. Always place stop first and always put a stop in that you can live with. However, in this environment with 32-point ranges in the S&P, don't put a little baby stop in there. It'll do you no good. Put a sizable stop in. Traders, if you don't know where to place your stops or how to place them or what to do or how to even figure that out, come on down to the Omni Trading Academy. It's www.livewithoscar.com. Grab yourselves a free membership and let us teach you how to get this right. We can teach you technical analysis in a way you've probably never even realized how it can help your bottom line, how it can help you view the markets correctly. Of course, traders, there is no guarantee in life, especially in trading commodities, but doing technical analysis is certainly better than taking a seat-of-the-pants shot at trading, which many of you traders do out there. You trade off the seat of your pants, and I kid you not, that is an insane way to try to call these markets. So come learn some technical analysis, traders. All right. So if we're selling it in the mid to high 1280s, and you put your stop in first in a sensible spot, look for a drop into the low 1260s. We will give you an exact Omni projection tomorrow as the data accumulates. For now, our projection is somewhere down into the low 1260s. As always, be out MOC, always be out by the close. All right, traders, we think NASDAQ's heading down as well, so you keep your eye on both of those markets. And make sure you do your homework. I know I say it a lot, but do your homework, especially after that insane day we seen on Tuesday. All right, traders, for you traders in our trading contest, so far so good. Another round of applause. Thank you, traders, for being in our trading contest. You know, you winners of this trading contest, if you are gold members or higher, there are cash prizes that will be given for your participation. If you win the trading contest, you will get a cash prize from us. So make sure you join the contest. We're already full for this week, but we're taking names for next week already. So make sure you sign up for that contest. Traders, give me a buzz anytime you want, day or night, 702-629-4755. And as always, please keep those emails coming to Oscar at, whoa, wait a minute. I don't know my email address. Somebody want to help me out here?
Oscar at futuresanalysts.com.
And even he had to read it off the board behind him. Oscar at futuresanalysts.com. Please shoot out those emails. Thank you. Hey, it's been fun. I've had 5 days off. I don't even know if I'm standing right now. All right, traders, I've done lots and lots of homework to come up with this recommendation. Make sure you do the same. I will not stop saying it. Always do your own homework. Never take anybody's opinion. All right, traders, I think that's about it, guys. Anything else I need to do before we run? Don't trade alone, huh, Bob? Bob says don't trade alone. You know what? I think he's got a point. Never trade alone, traders. We have thousands of Omniacs that come to the Omni Trading Academy. We have hundreds that show up in the chat rooms every day. And I can't tell you how many letters I have read from those Omniacs that say, Oscar, you are so right. Since we stopped trading alone and joined your crowd, we've learned so much more. We've gotten so much better in the markets. And we have a day where we can bounce things off other people. If I'm looking to get short and someone in the room tells me not to do it, they give them a good reason why, or they refer to me. I can help you guys out. There's so much that goes on, traders. So make sure you don't trade alone. Don't try to do this by yourselves. There's strength in unity in numbers. Forget about that. When you put a lot of people together, all thinking in the same direction, you definitely have a better shot of going in the right direction. So don't trade alone, traders. Come join us. And I don't think I want to do anything else. I'm looking at the board. I don't see anything I need to say to you except for this. Don't fall in love with the upside. Not yet. The dollar index is getting stronger, traders. At some point, that will give us a trading turn in the indices, but not yet. The dollar's got to get strong. All of that has to work through the economy. We still haven't had our bashing yet on the downside. Don't fall in love with any upside movement. If you see rallies, sell rallies until this market finally shifts gears. All right, traders, thank you so much for watching our videos. Make sure you subscribe to these videos. If you don't know how you found this, go to www.youtube.com/futuresanalysts. We have over 350 videos there for you, training videos to help you learn about trading these markets and the analysis behind such. So do your homework. Go and watch some of those videos. They're free for you, traders, and they are geared to help you get this right. So go and check out those videos. Again, subscribe to the videos and leave comments geared towards helping other traders. We'd appreciate that. All right, traders, that's about it. I'm out of here. Remember to keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best ways I can help you with doing that is to tell you to say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening. And you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out.
Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided. That being said, I am a 24-year seasoned trader on and off the floors. This is how I've made my living for many, many years. Good luck trading.